Of course, we had that sickening successor to Kahane, the Rabbi Yitzchak Ginsburg, who published the King's Torah, calling for the murder of non-Jewish babies. But we also had the head of the publishing company, Ginsburg Publishing Company, that published these sickening texts, talking about Shmuel SACKETT, another New York-born Jew who followed Kahane to Israel. And when he took the podium at Pri Etz Chaim Synagogue, he told those assembled, "I am a student of Rabbi Meir Kahane. I was, I am, I always will be, and proud of it. My children are being trained in the way of our teacher and rabbi." And then he's instructing them, what does that mean? Well, what is Kahanism? Let there be no mistakes. I'll break it down for you. In your business and in your personal life, don't hire any Arabs whatsoever. Not to paint your house, not to fix your toilet, not to fix your electricity, not to be a worker or a mover. If you really love Jews, then you drive out the Arabs. And that's not it. It doesn't end there. For those who are counting there. No, after we drive out the Arabs, we drive out the Armenians. And we drive out the Christians. Make no mistake, they are absolutely serious when they say they want to ethnically cleanse the country by force. They are not joking. The leadership of the nation can come only from the students of Rabbi Kahane. And then they put their plan into practice. I talked about how Ron Tarosian began the infiltration of the youth of the Likud party, the Beitar movement. And now we have the infiltration into the Likud party itself. Going back 2 decades, he explains the plan. If any one of us cared to listen, all we needed to do was show up to these memorial services. They explained the whole, all their machinations, everything they intended to do. They just laid it all out. Sackett explained, "I started a group in Israel called Manigut Yehudit, which means Jewish leadership. And this was a faction, a Kahanist faction within the Likud party. Started 20 years ago. We formed a bloc inside Likud, Israel's ruling party. We're attempting to take over the Likud party and turn it into a Torah party. We had a sweeping victory last week. We are now the largest independent bloc in all of Likud." And this wasn't only words. This wasn't only a plan that never came to fruition. He made it happen. He and the other Kahanists that he put in power. And he managed to actually get one of these Kahanists not only into the Knesset, but as the deputy speaker of the Knesset. Talking about Moshe Feiglin, if you're familiar. Of course, now that the Kahane movement is re-mainstreamed, there's no need to hide anymore. So now he shows up to the modern-day memorials for Kahane in Israel, in Jerusalem. And he openly admits, "I was a Kahanist all along. You didn't know about it, but for the last 20 years, from day one, I've been a Kahanist. I just infiltrated the Likud party, so I couldn't be open about it, but now I'm putting all my cards on the table." And now that they're re-mainstreamed, you have the leader of the Kahanist party entering the Knesset. If Netanyahu comes back, he'll be a minister.